Here in the United States, we're preparing for perhaps the most important election in the history of the United States. I wonder if we realize how many people in the United States do not realize how close they are to losing their cherished democracy, or should I say our cherished democracy. This month is a month of analysis, a lot of confusion, a lot of argumentation with the sun in Virgo. I'm wishing you all of the best and all of the safety that you can muster in this changing world. I'm looking forward to seeing you once again in the month of October. Here is the chart for the month of September 2020. This chart has a Virgo sun and rising and a Pisces moon. Virgo rising will likely trend toward overanalyzing things, and the Pisces moon can here be easily lending itself to a great deal of confusion. But the sun and the moon are a team. As a team, the sun activates the energy of service, and the moon symbolizes the people in need of compassionate assistance from the powers that be. The people need to understand what is at stake now and begin relating to their social obligations. These obligations, if fulfilled, have the power to bring spiritual forces to bear on the global situation. Short version here is that the people must find a way to transcend the ongoing counter-revolution of the Trump Republicans and take actions to speak truth to power. That effort must be transformative in nature and constitute the real challenge ahead. Failure to do this will come from over-concern for ego considerations. A time of confusion and conflict seems to best describe this month. If you know your moon and rising, please listen to those as well. Aries, abandon the meaningless and go for the higher goals that will enrich your spirit. Turn your suffering into what has made you strong. Work to help people thrive amidst turmoil. Taurus, your social value will increase if you transform your message. Doing that requires eliminating self-doubt to increase your sense of confidence. You have what it takes. Use it wisely. Gemini, if you want to grow spiritually, then you need to work on resolving your inner conflicts first. Go deeper into issues that demand you transcend curiosity and seek deeper realities. Cancer, your belief in love is challenged, and you may be questioning your own self-worth as a result. But seeing it all as a challenge can spur you on toward increased self-confidence. Leo, your creative efforts may center around expressing transformative ideas, but they need to be equally valid in all segments of society and not merely demonstrate your creativity. Virgo, it is all about your personal economy, being supportive of higher values and increasing your self-esteem in order to propel you toward achieving your goals. Be faithful to your higher self. Libra, your social standing is mostly a superficial gauge that misses your essential worth. Replace that with deeper values anchored to your own need for love and harmony in your life. Scorpio, reignite your passions to overcome a feeling of stagnation in your mental health. Abandon negative feelings in the light of a more positive view, and all you touch thrives. Sagittarius, truth lies at the root of all things that people need to experience. Increase your participation in transforming your own self-doubt into a sense of duty and obligation to serve others. Capricorn, now that you are fully engaged in reconstructing your reality, the world looks kind of different. But remnants of anger and resentment over past hurts challenges your sense of stability. Aquarius. Confusion and conflicted feelings demand an improved faith in yourself. Questions arise over your place in the world as the past now requires attention, and that will be distracting. Pisces. Feed your spiritual life and increase your desire to rise above all difficulties. The challenge is to resolve arguments over where you belong, what you believe, and just how you can help. This chart demands we understand our situation or risk losing our cherished values. Seeing both sides of issues means more than just that. It also means understanding the goals of others. Without that, all that will happen is fragmentation of unity and a deflection of efforts that only foster increased division. The Virgo rising shows the need for improvement in how we analyze ourselves and our actions in the world. The Virgo sun powers a universal demand that we match the efforts needed with a strong inner determination to survive. The Virgo Mercury stubbornly demands we respond to the need for a total reconstruction of our social, political, and spiritual reality, because it is square to the South Node, which in turn is square to Neptune, which is square to the North Node. This then describes a grand square, which points to the existential crisis of our time, the need for a thorough moral revival to reconstruct social and political realities. The lower half of the chart depicts the subjective needs. It begins with Mercury, which refers to understanding, and ends with Pisces moon, showing the duty to act with compassion and faith in ourselves. However, the reality we face is continuing to develop and change, adding to the urgency that we understand that the world order is decaying, as shown by the retrograde Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn in the house of creativity and or risk. The upper half of the chart begins with Neptune, the planet of universal principles in Pisces, and ends with Venus, the planet of personal ideals. Of interest here is the possibility of very much confusion when Neptune is involved, because it presents a plethora of possible paths, one of which could be descent into chaos. But Venus, being in the house of transformational change, must choose from among those possibilities a path moving toward greater harmony. Since Venus is opposite Jupiter, it suggests we must accept the guidance of our higher mind and direct our personal creative efforts toward those higher ideals symbolized by Neptune. The trine to Venus manifests much love and compassion, but those feelings must be used to meet the challenge of transforming our most basic values, and by doing so by determined effort to be a part of the future instead of sinking with the past. The choice we face now is communion or chaos.